All I need is one mic.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Neo coming to you from ImRAllen TV, life from my point of view. Welcome to a new episode of One Mic with Neo. In this one, I will be discussing NBA 2K, specifically the upcoming NBA 2K24. So I decided that I will no longer be playing my career on NBA 2K, but I am going to continue playing 2K, and let me explain. I will be purchasing NBA 2K24 this year, and I'm really looking forward to it, but it's not for the reasons I have in recent years, but actually for the feeling that I hopefully can recapture from the older iterations I used to play. All right, so basically what happened was recently I stumbled across a YouTube vid and someone was speaking about how much fun they have playing my NBA, like my career. So they're playing my NBA, but they're playing it like my career. He was saying that you can create a player and then start my NBA joint and set your created player with a player lock, which I didn't know about. Then, of course, you can set all the other settings to where the CPU can control all the other stuff in my NBA, thus giving you a sense of my career without all the other goofy shit, like the stores and the cutscenes and all of that other dumb stuff that I hate, like buy sneakers, even if you got an endorsement or any of that stuff. I hate all of that. Honestly, I didn't even realize this was an option. It probably has been for a number of years, but I never attempted it. So this is major for me because many, and I mean many, of the steady complaints I've had about my career range from not being able to have sliders or custom rosters to not being able to get Reeboks for my player because I love Iverson, and the questions and answers are like some of my favorite kicks, and you can't get them from my career. You can't get them for your player in my career. Like there's no Reebok store, there's no way to get them and equip them, and I've always hated that. And then doing it the my NBA way, I now have access to make and customize my own sliders and my own rosters, as well as making all the colorways I want, not only for all the other sneakers in the game, but namely again for the Iversons, which I can now put on my guy. The only drawback to doing this is I won't be able to have a face scan anymore. And y'all know how much I love scanning my face into the game and having it in there. But to be honest, I don't even care about that at this point, because that one thing isn't enough to override all the other things I just mentioned that you can do by doing it the my NBA way. The only thing keeping me even remotely linked to my career would be the face scan and maybe the progression, where switching over to my NBA, there's so many more options to cater to how I like the game. And I'm big on options, especially when it comes to video games. I'm super big on options. So with doing it this way, with the my NBA side of it, you have the ability to customize the sliders again, customize the rosters and the tendencies, the accessories, and just be in control of all aspects of the game if needed, plus the ability to wear Iversons, of course. So I'm going with the my NBA way. And damn a face scan. I'll just use the whack creator player faces if that's what I have to do. I'll try to make it look somewhat like me, but I don't care. I really don't, because there's not going to be cutscenes. There's not going to be moments where it's going to be zoomed in on my face and I need to see me like that anyway. So I'm not really pressed about that part of it. Another thing, presentation. So like the pre-game, the halftime, and the post-game stuff as a whole, it's just totally different when you play my career, and it wasn't always like that. Like if you're in my career, you don't normally see the intros. You don't normally see that beginning video where they play some whack ass song and then they show highlights, which, let me speak to that real quick. I hate the fact that the highlights show the two teams that are getting ready to play and them playing each other. They should maybe clip the highlights. Like, you know how at the end of the game they save the highlights for each player and stuff like that. They should maybe take clips from each of those games and maybe build like have an AI like build in a highlight. So like at the beginning of each game, you'll show highlights from what's going on in that season. Just a thought. But but anyway, with the my NBA way, you can see the pregame intros, the end of quarter highlights, like if it was going to a commercial or something, the player of the game stuff and all that, which again, you can't see that in my career. Also, the in-game adjustments you can make with the coaching is much better and easier to set and control, and that's also a huge plus. So again, I hate the lack of me not being able to have my face in the game, but all those other aspects I'm speaking of make that face scan thing really small in retrospect. So, I tested it out with 2K23, which is probably what's going to be showing as I'm speaking over this video, and I rock with it heavy, like already. It's increased my excitement for NBA 2K24 and brought back the nostalgic feelings that I used to have when I used to rock on 2K games. I used to get the game, and the first thing I would do is spend mad time customizing the rosters, creating sliders, and then pairing the two together. I was able to fix a lot of the small issues with the 2K games, such as the consistent problem I've always had, like with offensive rebounding in my career. And right now I just like, I'm so excited, and I can't wait to get the game, get some snacks, turn on some old school R&B and hip hop, and just work on things before I start playing. I'll be doing my custom rosters again like I used to, and I never really even needed to mess with the sliders in 2K because the rosters will be so good, but I'm going to work on those too. So I'm going to try to balance them out and put a marriage between the custom rosters, sliders, and the settings, so I can make a really good gaming experience for myself and for others who may like to play like me. I can't remember the homie on YouTube that posted the video, but I gotta say big ups and thanks to him. If I remember, I'll flash it on the screen, or I'll mention it in the comment and the description. I truly appreciate homie for sharing the knowledge and opening my mind back up to the possibility of playing the game my way. Emphasis on my way. So if you remember, many of you that have been rocking with me for a long time, when I used to do the rosters and the music for the arenas and all of that, man, I miss being able to do that in the games. And that was like from the early 2K. Like I'll be back at it. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. And my excitement is back because I can make and play the game my way and not be forced into a set style like in my career mode, where you just don't have no options. You just got to play it as it is. Then you got to run around in the city and do a bunch of stupid shit. Like I don't really want to do all of that. I mean, I'll try it first to see how it is, because they're streamlining it a little bit. So we'll see. But if they still don't have the ability to have custom rosters and sliders, to me, it'll be pointless for me to play it. Like I said, no custom rosters, no custom sliders. You got to pay for colorways. You got to pay for hoodies. And I mean, I don't even care about all of that. I just want hoop. Like, I don't really rock at the park or rec or nothing like that. And not that I hate it. It's just not really my thing. So again, like I said, I could play it my way. And the one thing that they could do to make it all even better is let us export our my player from my career with the face scan into other modes and play offline or whatever, which I'm absolutely fine with doing, because again, I don't honestly care much about the park and the rec. I know I'm dreaming a bit with the exported face scan, but hey, I can wish, can I? You know what I mean? And I just think that would be a dope thing, a dope touch, like how you can export the player DNA and stuff like that. If you can scan your face and just have it to where you can create a player and then just overlay with your face scan. I don't know. I really don't know why that's not in the game. I think that that's something that they should put in, or again, at least have the ability to export your created my player off to other things. And just a thought. That's it, man. So I just want to let y'all know I am excited. I will be getting 2K24, and I will be using it. I will be playing on my NBA instead of my career, and just kind of creating my own thing. Like I said, I've really been enjoying it. I've just been tinkering with the settings, seeing all the different things you can do, because I never really played my NBA. Like I played it a little bit like back in the day, but like once my career hit, that's normally all I play. So I never really looked into any of the other game modes. I just get it, load up my career. That's all I'll do for the year until the new one comes out. So going in there, I can see all the different possibilities. There's so many things you could do. I see why people were talking about how they wish Madden had like a franchise mode like that, like my NBA. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Really looking forward to it. So stay tuned. I'll probably be speaking on it again. I hope everybody's doing good out there. Stay safe. Peace. Love. One. All I need is one mic.